hello, hello. How is everything?
Good. I've
That's
been doing good recently.
yeah, that's good to hear. What's the latest news?
Um, I'm joining a college esports team pretty soon,
Hmm.
and I've been working a ton on my YouTube channel, but I've been picking up Bastion on Overwatch right now.
Oh, that's quite fun here to play.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
he's okay. Like Hanzo, I feel like is not playable into some comps, or
Hmm.
he feels really hard to like even do anything in some against some comps,
Hmm.
right? But Bastion feels like he can actually do something in those comps and against those comps a lot of the time.
Hmm.
Like even into heavy dive, I can play Bastion pretty well because I can just like when I'm getting dove, I can press shift and then they have to
Sure.
back up. It's a lot easier to play Bastion into those heavy dive comps, and I think he's really fun. So maybe I'll secondary him instead of just only playing Hanzo.
Sure, sure. I think might be a good idea, especially if you do enjoy playing Bastion overall. I think why not? You can
Mm-hmm.
definitely they can definitely try. Okay, is there anything else?
I want to learn how to self VOD review. I find myself when I try and VOD review myself, it's just like I don't know what to do or what
Hmm.
to look for.
Hmm.
So I kind of want to learn how to do that.
Yeah, we can go with this theory. Yeah, I see that you requested that too. I think we can start with that basically and then see what time we have left and then go over your Bastion. Does that sounds good?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay, I think we can give you full theory there so you kind of don't have to do. Yeah, you can basically what if you as much as you want. Uh, yeah, do you have any replay codes actually? So I will give you an example of how you self-review and such.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we
I
can use the game you want to review on Bastion. Actually, it's up. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
cuz okay, I didn't know there was a patch today and I just
Oh
got on
right,
my
it was the Transformers Summer.
yeah, I got on my computer
Right.
like an hour ago, so all my saved VODs got deleted. So I just
Oh.
played 4 Overwatch games.
Okay. 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 So you got but you got recent ones.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
I
We.
didn't lose this one, but
Mhm.
it was pretty close, I'd say.
Right.
So, and then the one I did lose, it wasn't even close, and I don't like. I think I just played bad. I think it was just kind of obvious what I did wrong, so I don't want to use that one.
So you want to look at this first one?
Yeah.
We can do that. This is good. Okay. And I'll be screen sharing there too. I'm also recording this as well. Just there've been some difficulties with streaming. I will stream sometime later, so it's all good. You're still gonna get the full recording there. It's not gonna lag or anything. I promise. It should be fine. Okay.
Okay.
This here. Yon Bastion. Okay, let's go over the series, how we self-review. So I'm just gonna use this board first. Okay, I'm gonna just find a place. Yeah, let's say like here. I'm just gonna also find, yeah, maybe type in your name. So let's say like here, it's gonna be Chip, so I can find it later. And we're gonna go over 2 steps basically. Of course, it's more complex when you're going over those 2 steps, but ultimately what are you looking for whenever you're trying to self-review? Yeah, let's maybe name it so it's gonna be self-review. Okay, self-review. You want to start with just diagnosis in a way. You just want to identify what to work on. Yeah, let's say maybe we don't do a session with you. Yeah, maybe you just want to identify what you need to work on by yourself. It's just about identifying, kind of go over some games and see, okay, what do I actually need to start with? Okay, identify what to work on. This is first step. And the
Okay.
second, and I will go with this more in depth. I'm just gonna write down it here first. And the second step, we need to kind of, once you identify what you need to work on, you need to practice. I'm just gonna call it practice. And what review again? I'll explain what that means exactly. What review again? So with this first idea, identifying what to work on. What you're looking for is really just picking up the theme, I guess, any specific theme you want to look at. Usually it's more intuitive, let's put it this way, because you don't need all the theory, all the statistics. You just normal player, you want to keep it simple and concise. Really, it's more intuitive, just kind of think what area, maybe just what area you might pay attention to. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it simple because obviously I know all the concepts and ideas, but it's not useful to you. You don't have to know all of this to identify what you need to work on. You just need to kind of think about the area. Usually the area is about, I like to differentiate on 5 categories. Typically something related to, so I'm gonna maybe, let's just say like this is A, and I'm just gonna bullet point. You want to usually pay attention to first something about your decisions. Oh, this is the caps. Okay, so it's first your decisions. Second, your positioning. This is typically something you want to pay attention to. Third one, the third theme typically is timing. Another theme can be tempo, typically. And another one can be mechanics. Okay, usually you want to peek around this certain themes, and you do it kind of by the feel. Think what area you might pay attention to. So this is like, let's call it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it intuitive. I mean, that it makes sense to you for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So peeking the sim around this area and just seeing how you do at something. I'm gonna explain how it works. Okay, let's say, I think we need an example of the game. So let's say I kind of think that I struggle with something related to my decisions. Well, it can be maybe how I use my abilities, how can I use my ultimate. So I'll give you an example. Yeah, like example, ult usage, ability usage. It can be also information, just scouting information typically. This is what I like to pay attention to a lot as well. Something, you can pick out something and then look at your game and watch through the lens of this theme. What you're gonna be doing is, because you don't know what you're working on, you're just kind of doing it intuitively. Yeah, you go, you looking at your game through the lens of this theme and thinking, what is that I could be improving, and you watch every fight basically. Ideally, I still think it's good if you can pick up the games where you think you did quite well, but still lost. So it's kind of, yeah, let's call those here. I think what's going to be important, the second note, I need close games usually. Close games, yeah, close games are good to review. And I need to do well. Yeah, I do well there because this means you try to pass. You really maybe don't know. You're trying to figure out what's happening in those games. I think one of the best for you to start thinking, identifying what you need to work on, identify problematic patterns, and yeah. So basically, what we're gonna be doing, watching every fight and saying, I'm think picking the theme, just something. Yeah, can you actually pick up the theme? What you would like to pay attention to? Just anything.
For this first round, I think my target priority wasn't the best.
Okay,
My
let's.
team
Yeah.
even said something at the second round. They're like, "Yeah, this ball is just destroying us."
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't think he was doing that much, so
Yeah.
I started focusing the ball on it.
Yeah,
and
let's
well.
say you picking up the theme and watching through the lens of target priority. What you're gonna be questioning is, how do I get more value? So this is gonna be important. I'm thinking what area you pay attention to, and then yes, the next step. It's kind of like after this. Yeah, or maybe let's make separate note. When you watch the game, you just want to think, how do you get slightly more value each time? It's just the series, sort of. You need to have your own notes, kind of. Yeah, maybe you notice pretty obvious mistakes. Sometimes, well, a lot of times actually, it might be pretty obvious that you didn't ult at the right time. Maybe you didn't hold the right corner, but it just when you watch the game, you can spot it. Let me see. So for example, here, let's say I'm watching this, you shooting the ball, okay, this is like alright to me, kind of, there's nothing else to shoot, and then I go forward, shooting the fire seems fine as well, and you write it down. Yeah, and whatever thing you notice might be small one. The problem you notice within the sim of target priority, you can always write down. Yeah, maybe the small one here is like questioning. Is it the best to shoot the Solari? Maybe is it the best to like pay attention to her now? Maybe I should be shooting even the ball rolling around, or maybe it's still Farah. So you can put your own notes related to the sim. Yeah, just for each fight. Yeah, I'm doing this, because there's so many things for you to look at. And you'll see here, maybe like there's just too much attention on the ball. Let's see. So we actually use the turret mode and he gets away. So it's like not as high value. So target priority might be a little bit off there. And the fire is actually gets a kill on your team because of it. So I definitely think turret mode might be fine only when ball commits, stuff like that. So target priority, I would be shooting something else, pretty big thing. And then you repeat this process with each fight. Kind of write down your notes. So it will be looking like this. Here's the note, here's the note, here's the note. A lot of notes. Okay, there's a lot of notes, and what you're gonna be doing with all this information, find a pattern. All of this goes to I find a pattern. The big problem, yeah, let's say like pattern. I find the biggest problem I need to work on. Something like, let's call it X something. Maybe I find that the most of the fights I shoot the ball too much when he is not committing. Maybe. So you pick this up. So I'm just gonna call this okay, watch the game. So it's gonna be watch the game, identify pattern, identify, or like let's say, yeah, for first, yeah, we identify problems, potential problems each fight. It might be small, it might be big, doesn't matter. Just watch each fight, identify through the lens of the sim you've been watching, and potential problems each fight, and then
So okay, if
pattern.
I make like if I make a mistake once in a game and I don't see a pattern of that
Yes.
mistake, should I pay attention to it?
No, not as much.
Okay.
For now, no. It's like you can maybe if you like deep analysis something, maybe you can write it down somewhere. But this is not important. You always want to pay attention to lowest hanging fruit in a way. Just make sure you're fixing the biggest. The most important idea for you at this point of time, and this is what improvement is about. Honestly, you don't have to really nitpick on everything. You just need to nitpick on the pattern. So pattern, this is like biggest problem. Yeah, biggest problem, and then you're gonna be fixing this. And this is where it's practice. So it's gonna be I'm gonna be fixing this, and I will try to practice in the game and VOD review again. And this is gonna be your second step. You will see that you're practicing target priority actually in the game. You might notice, okay guys, I maybe start shooting a ball a little bit less when he's not committing. Yeah, like what's the general pattern? Well, let's say, yeah, like this is more general statement. I want to shoot with the turret mode anybody who is more committed. Yeah, it's always maybe make sure they're walking in a little bit. Maybe they use cooldowns because your turret mode is really easy to dodge. You don't have as much mobility besides your right click. So this is something you can pay attention to, and this is the pattern. And then you with this in mind, you try to apply this in your games, and then you rewatch those. And then again, each fight you will be like, okay, what I could be doing better when doing that concept, when you're first doing the concept of you trying to be better at target priority, if you like. And you don't have to do it every time. You don't have to, so with this practice and what have you, again, yeah, how do you do it really, like how often you do it? It's just sort of this here, identify what to work on. You do it maybe 2-3 months one time, 2-3 months each month, yeah, like how do we say it? One time each 2-3 months. Yeah, this is how you do it. Maybe, yeah, this is enough typically, because here you might also identify, we're not only going over one sim, you typically maybe pick up maybe 2-3, it's okay. Just find any like big problems, write those down, and this is gonna be fine for you. And then later, this here practice and whatever you again, it's typically practice you do every day, but what if you do around something like two times per week, and you don't have to make it like really long. It just It should be around 15-20 minutes, to be honest. It should be fun and concise. It shouldn't be boring. It's just you
Okay.
quickly looking, seeing your progress. Maybe in 1 week, I knew that theory that my target priority is bad. In 1 week, I just looking at my gameplay here and seeing, is it better? Is it better? But I'm doing the same process again. Each fight, I'm checking. Okay, this fight, how is my target priority? Okay, I'm writing down like maybe okay, what's about here? Okay, I wrote my notes down, and then here I again write down my notes. Okay, what is my target priority? Yeah, let's see, like maybe next fight when you start doing something. Yeah, like your turret mode. Yeah, should we be using it on a ball now? Is it really committed? Yeah, stuff like that. Maybe we can use it later. Then it can be again maybe like again picking up random time slot. It can be yeah. It
So
can.
should I save a couple
Mhm.
of good VODs where it's a really close game and
Hmm.
then just check it every week, or
Yeah, I
check
would say
like
so too.
a
Yeah,
couple
just
every week?
yeah, definitely. Maybe even you can phrase it this way: that the games where you try your hardest to apply all these concepts. Yeah, I think might be
Hmm.
even better because now you exactly know what to work on. What is this? Wait, what is this? This skin looks so interesting, and just like it's like a wait, how's
I
that
think
called?
it's a B skin.
Yeah, B. What is that? Never seen
I don't know. I've never
it.
seen anyone use it either. I was
the
very confused.
the recent skins are so fun sometimes. I'm like, what is that? It's all right. So yeah, you typically want to do it one. So it's gonna be two water reviews, quick water reviews, 2 times per week, and every week you can look at those close games. So it'll be fine. You're just gonna be writing down those notes. So again, it looks like this. Yeah, I have the note for each timestamp, and same thing, pattern. I find the pattern maybe when you've been trying to look at this target priority and you're not as good at target priority, but you notice certain pattern with your target priority that you aim maybe too much to I don't know, like aim too much to the left, or like, well, it's not really target priority related. Let's say target priority related, something like I shoot I shoot something like mobile characters too much still when they're not committed, or maybe I don't know. It can be anything. It can be anything you can spot. Again, the pattern here, what matters. You don't have to pick every small thing and try to fix it. Just pick something, and then you know. Oh, okay. I've been working target priority, but then I know what to adjust to. So it's again, identify potential problems each fight. So I'm gonna copy and paste it because it's sort of similar here. Yeah. Um. Yeah. When you're gonna be. Yeah. Let's say. Yeah, let's say this is gonna be similar. There's just a difference. There's a big difference with when you know what you need to work on. So like here, this is the hardest part, to be honest. The first part,
Hmm.
identify what to work on. That's why maybe coaching, like a lot of times coaching is really useful. You have the person who can easily spot those patterns. But this one, second step is easier. You know what to work on. Just check and make sure you make the progress and see what are the small things, readjustments you can make. Yeah, so this is important. Like it's not too big. Yeah, we're just saying see what small things we can fix when doing when practicing something. Yeah, and it can be, remember we talked about this XYZ goals. Yeah, like this is kind of something like XYZ. Your certain goals, you can fix those and see how the progress is, I guess. Can give you an example. Yeah, you can try to maybe self review later as well. But yeah, this is typically how you do it. Mm, well, do you have any questions maybe about all of this, the theory here?
That was very concise. No, that was really good.
Okay, yeah, I think there's some nuances maybe, but I think this is how I would do it.
Okay.
I sometimes would maybe overcomplicate this. I don't like it anymore. I would say like for players, you can be more intuitive, and that's how I did it back in the days too. You don't have to like know all the theory, read tons of books or something. No, you just need to be more intuitive with the sims, and later you will find, yeah, you'll find the things you need to work on. Actually, the thing is, if you worry more, you get better at finding problems because you do that. Yeah, you're training this muscle in a way, just training
Hmm.
the skill. So it's good. You'll get better at it. It's not like somebody cannot water you. There's always something to fix. You just maybe if you struggle identifying exactly like knowing what the seams are, yeah, it's can help. But typically positioning, yeah, what it can be cover, it can be angles, timing. Well, timing is pretty straightforward, but it can be timing with like maybe it's with my tank, maybe with cooldowns, maybe with ultimates, maybe it's communication, stuff like that. Maybe tempo, a tempo just identifying seeing who has more resources. So it's again cooldowns, ultimates, numbers. By numbers I mean yeah, we 5v4, 3v4.
I don't think we've talked about tempo very much.
I think well it was not as much. Yeah, that's we can do it later. Let me see. I have the docs awareness, control and space, Sonic. Yeah, maybe we did a little. We can talk about it more if you want. I think it's been a lot of times been decent, but yeah, I can write down potentially for the future. You want to do more sessions? Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Yeah,
Tempo.
we don't really talk about tempo or mechanics at all. Really.
Yeah, your mechanics been good. I think that's why tempo. We can talk. I think tempo is good topic. Tempo is typically more complex because it involves even those teams here positioning. Because I could say some teams can have sort of bigger tempo. This is how I understand it. You can have bigger tempo because you have certain position. I could say, well, if you have this high ground and the enemies don't, you can kind of have this more passive tempo and create more pressure in a way. Tempo is what is this word about to me is more about who has an advantage in the current moment. So it just you in the advantage it builds over multiple things, and that's why it's like tough to understand in a game like Overwatch. Some people they don't even use this idea, but I like it. It's just more complex, but it's possible to use. Tempo is you typically want to understand. Do you want to play fast or slow? A lot of people on scrims they say this. Oh, let's play fast or slow. Fast is just I want to use the advantage, whatever I got. Maybe I have the high ground, guys. Let's play fast, or like maybe you got ultimate. Okay, let's play fast. Go in. Playing slow, it's setting up an advantage. It's typically I go back, give up space. Maybe I want to farm ultimate. Let's play slow for beat. Yeah, let's play. Yeah.
Okay.
This is how because a lot of times people kind of they don't well it's hard to get that. I think this that not as easy, but yeah, it's that definitely takes time to learn. It's fine, we can go over this later. Tempo mechanics, well we did talk about kind of aligning your shots a little. If I remember, there was even some of the some of the words with your hands are there, but yeah, I get it. Okay, do you have any questions?
Not really.
This one. Okay, so this notes, so what I'm gonna do this. No, wait, that was the wrong button. I need to not...
Can I have 1 second?
Hmm?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, take your time. I'll just pause the notes in your document for now.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse screen share. Just 1 sec. Yeah, so we want to go over the Bastion now then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. We
One of my
okay.
friends got uh, Bastion coaching. I remember.
Oh, it was your friend?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
nice.
was a while ago though.
Yeah. I think there've been some Bastion players actually. Yeah. I remember. I might not remember the name sometimes. I'm really bad with remembering stuff like that. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, so let's go with this. Well, even from what I saw there, it seems like your turret mod. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit more.